Hi everybody, today's video is on plosives, and the purpose of this video is basically for production. So you will listen to me produce these sounds. Their descriptions will be shown on the screen just so that um, can better your understanding. So let's dive in. Okay, just for introduction, that you know this two-way distinction between sonorants and obstruents. Obstruents, you understand that we're doing plosives as circled in red. In the production of a plosive, you know that we majorly identify three phases: the closure, the compression built behind the closure, and then the release, right? So plosives are released into one, aspiration and unaspiration, and then second, pulmonic, lung air, versus pharynx air being implosives and pulmonic being plosives. The pulmonic being that the air comes out, pharynx air being air goes into the body from outside. But then aspiration as well as implosives will be taught in later lessons. So just to state the standards in description again, begins with voicing, place of articulation, manner of articulation, air mechanism. This must be familiar. So let's take a look at this. These are very familiar sounds that we've learned this in some of our lessons already. So let's go through it, uh, beginning from the voiceless bilabial plosive P. So let's go through that. P, A, Pa, B, A, Ba, T, A, Ta, D, A, Da, K, A, Ka, G, A, Ga, and of course the glottal plosive A. Alright, some other plosives that we also study include the labiovelar plosives P, A, Ba, and B, A, Ba, B, Ba. So other plosives that perhaps I would like to stress out why I call them other plosives in this video is because they are less frequent and less known. So the voiceless palatal plosive sounds k, 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 like k. The voice palatal counterpart, however, sounds I ga. How about the voiceless retroflex plosive? Ta, ta. The voice counterpart, da, da, ta, ta, da, da. The uvula, ka, ka. And the voiced ga, ga. So I run through it from the start again. Ka, ka, ga, ga, ta, ta, ka, ka, ga, ga. So here are some phase diagrams of the palatal plosive sounds. So take a look at this two. The first being the voiceless and the second being the voiced. Is this familiar to you? Don't mind my drawing. But of course, you can see the singular distinction there, which is in the voicing, right? So I have this classic example from Egmont. These two words one is having the voiceless velar plosive, and the second having the voiceless palatal plosive. So the first goes with a ki, a ki, k, 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 a ki, k, k, k. And then the second being a ki, tree. Again, a ki, the second, a ki, joyful noise, a ki, a tree. All right, that's classic. But then I want to observe that for many languages, the k tends to become k before high vowels. In this case, you can find that the English realization of key is actually the palatal plosive key, king, it's key to key, king, and so on. Right. Check the d, d, d. So how might the voiceless counterpart be drawn? Just try it and see. Of course, if it's voiceless, there's only one distinction, and you should now realize it from previous drawing I did. So how about the uvular plosive? Okay. Now, for those of you who have done Hebrew in one way or the other, you are familiar with the vowel kaf, right? So how about when you see this word kol, which is the word for voice. In transcription, in transliteration, of course, they use a Q, which is the IP equivalent, right, to transliterate the cough. Right. And I just try to show you the retroflex da, 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 da. And how is this? The tongue calls behind. And how about the glottal stop? What is shown here is the place of articulation at the glottal position here, so that it is ah. You can see a straight line cutting through there, the air coming out, but then it's still being that it's ah, ah. So in Hausa, you find words like yeah, 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 ah, ah. Okay, this is a summary, and I'm taking it from the beginning through to the end. And this summary suggests, or it helps us to see from the very closed sound bilabial to the more open sound glottal. Very closed one p to the glottal sound, which is more open ah, ah. Right? So as you go through the sounds, you realize that your mouth tends to open more and more, excluding the labiovelar sounds p, b, t, d, ka, d, k, g, ka, g, ka, g. Ah. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.